Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Average J's Camping. Sorry about my voice. Had a Milwaukee Wave game last night. Got pretty drunk, and I did a lot of yelling. Final score was 9-7, so 9 tremendous hoorays and 7 very loud boos. So, if my voice is shot for this video, please understand why. So we're back here at 44 North, Margaret's Pond site. I picked this site because, well, I was hoping there was going to be snow. I was hoping the pond was going to be frozen over. The pond is frozen over, but it's only been in the 30s, so I'm not going to chance it. I'm not going to walk out there because, well, I'm all alone and I'll die. So, excuse me. I'm going to pass on that. I got the ice fishing shanty set up over there on the sand pad. Don't know why that took so long to come out. Car's parked there. Saved myself some trouble in the editing process. Covered up the license plate with a plastic bag. Margaret's Pond does come with a picnic table, as you've seen in the past. I slid it over here because it's massive overkill to hold my speakers where I would like them to stay. Matt brought me a big old pile of firewood, so most of that will probably be gone by the end of the night. Fire's being a little stubborn, but it's getting going. Margaret's Pond also comes with a Weber grill. That is not mine. That stays on the site. But something is living in there. I lifted up the lid. There's some type of nest in there. And since I've been here getting the fire going, I can hear something moving around in there. So that should be exciting as the night goes on. Find out what exactly is living in there and how big it is, or if it's vicious. But yeah, here we are. It is Friday, January 5th, 2024. It's about 5 o'clock right now. Just got here and got a little bit of a later start than I wanted, but yay drinking. Keep going back for more, though, so it can't be all that bad. As you see, got my 15-pack of Coors Banquet pint bottles right there. I was going to do an all-can theme this weekend. Food out of a can, beer out of a can, water out of a can, yada, yada, yada. You get the idea. Just everything out of a can of some sort. I came to that conclusion a little too quickly, and I'm going to have to research that because the only canned water I could find is that Liquid Death, and that's like $2 a can, which is ridiculous for water, especially when I can get the gallon jug right there for half that price. Orange juice I can find in a can. The food is the big research for variety or whatever, because obviously I can do soup or whatever and be boring, but I would like to, have somewhat of a decent meal instead of just eating soup all weekend. So with that in mind, all I have to eat this weekend is a 8-pack of cheese dogs and mustard, so I fell back on my normal lazy. Was not feeling good walking through Walmart, so I just wanted to hurry up and get out of there and get back on the road and get up here. So I could slam down a little hair of the dog and start to feel better. Anyway, I'm going to get this stubborn fire going and get everything else set up. And we will check back with you once everything's put together and ready to go. Stay tuned. Cheers. 7 p.m. update here from Margaret's Pond at 44 North. Found on Hipcamp. Link in the description. Halfway through beer number 3 here. Actually, beer moses. Since I had that Wave game last night and I had to doctor my beer a little bit to get back into some Friday night camping drinking. This video is being lit by Temu. I'll turn this around really quick. That is a little power bank powered LED light bulb. I'll give you a better picture of it in the morning. I decided just forgot I had bought it, was going through my gear and went, oh, forgot about this. So let's shed a little light on the campsite. So video still looks really dark, but that thing does light it up quite well for something that was $2 off of Temu. I still try and order weekly from Temu. I will be doing a Temu review of a couple items that I've bought that I haven't, well, I've used one, I haven't used the other one, but they both coincide. Look for that video. It won't be part of this chronological weekend video. It'll be a separate one that I put out. But it's neat. It's neat. I like it. Bought one for me and my wife. My wife hasn't used it yet. She thinks it's weird, but like I said, stay tuned for that video. Watch for that video. I'm going to make that in the morning. Just got done watching It Up Ska in the 90s, which is a documentary about, well, ska in the 90s. You all know, Scamping with Jay is where I started, and my love of ska is never ending. No, you can't even really see it, but that Weber grill, it makes a noise every now and again. I don't know what's in there, but I'm sitting probably about 8 feet away from it, so it knows I'm here. It's got to be feeling a little bit of the warmth from the fire. Whatever's living in there, I'm sure, is probably enjoying it. It is, let's do a weather check here. It is currently 28 degrees. Oh, what did I do there? Oh. Why is that being all... Oh, it's like bleeding out or something. Because what I see there is not what I see here. But anyway, it is currently... Oh, there we go. Stay on that one. Can you see it? It's currently 28 degrees. We are looking at, we got a 70% chance of snow tomorrow. That should be interesting. I haven't checked the weather for a while because I'm all geared up. I'm all ready. Mostly. I did forget my bag that I keep all of my micro USB cables in. I have C cable and I have micro USB depending on the item. Lucked out. I did find 2 micro USBs, and the only thing that take the micro USBs that I have are my 2 speakers. So good. I'll have music all weekend long. There is a BP gas station right up the road. I'm not in the middle of nowhere. I could have gone and bought some, but I've got 30 of them at home. I don't want to buy any, so that was looking out for me. I also didn't bring a winter coat with me, but double hoodied up. Got 2 hoodies on. Did not grab my winter boots either, but the wool socks and the fire are doing a good job at keeping me warm. Picked up some hot hands at Walmart when I stopped, so not worried too much there. But you know what? It's not an adventure if you don't make a mistake every once in a while. So anyway, just thought I'd check in, give a 7 o'clock update Friday night here at Margaret's Pond at 44 North. And I will probably make one after I drink a few more beers and get a little bit more hammered and continue to lose the voice I once had. So anyway, thanks for sticking around. We'll be back. All right, everyone. It's 11 p.m. update here. Got a little extra lighting help from my lantern down below there, so probably won't move the tripod around a whole lot this little clip. But it is dinner time at 11 p.m. It's been a drinking night, but not a heavy drinking night. I think I've had 6, or I'm in the middle of 6. I don't know. I'm buzzed, not hammered. I feel a whole lot better than I did earlier today, so I'll tell you that much. But anyway, dinner time. So, good old-fashioned telescoping hot dog skewer. Oscar Mayer cheese-stuffed hot dogs. Cheapest hot dog buns money can buy. Great value at Walmart. And where'd it go? Aha. Bertman Original. Apparently, I've shown this in another video of mine. Apparently, this is the official mustard of Cleveland sports. So, go to a Guardians game or a Browns game or a Cavaliers game. I guess this is the mustard you get at those stadiums. So it's nothing special, nothing to write home about. I like it, but I like a lot of different mustards. I've mentioned before, I collect them. So got another bottle of this because I ran out of the last bottle I bought. So yep, it's about dinner time. Gonna, throw it on the fire here. Just wanted to chat a minute, though, about a question, or maybe not a question, or, just a shock value or whatever. When I tell people I'm going camping in the winter, most campers are like, nah, that's not my style. Cool. But the people that aren't into camping, that find out you're going winter camping, are like, holy shit, why are you doing that? That sounds ridiculous. And it's not. It's actually almost more peaceful than summer camping. I'm in bear country right now. I imagine all the bears are hibernating at this point, so that drops that 0.01% chance of danger down even maybe 0.001. So, just peace and quiet, and throw some layers on. I got 2 hoodies on, got a beanie on, both hoods up. Nope, only one hood up. The other one's back here. Wool socks on. Got my Vans. Forgot my winter boots, but have my toes gotten cold tonight? Sure. I put them by the fire for a minute. They warm right up. It's especially in there goes my voice again. Especially in these warmer winter temps. Like, it's only 27 degrees right now, I think, something like that. Let's pull it up. What are we looking at? I'm still at 28. 28 degrees. That's the coldest it's going to get. It's going to get up to 31 tomorrow. There is snow in the forecast. It's supposed to start at 1, I think. Nope, that's already been pushed back. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. But the accumulation over the 2 days, or excuse me, 1 day, is only like 1.7 inches, something like that. So, but if you've watched my past videos, weather is never nice to me. If I'm expecting a hot day, I get rain. If I'm expecting a rainy day, I'm sitting in the sun all day. So since it's saying 1.7 inches total or something like that, I'm probably going to get 1.7 feet. But we'll see. Matt's a good guy. He'll plow me out of here. So anyway, I just wanted to, just excuse me, general knowledge. Winter camping isn't as extreme as some people make it out to be. Is it colder? Sure. But I would do a 28-degree weekend of camping over a 95-degree weekend of camping anytime. Anytime. I won't camp in extreme heat. I'll camp in the cold. I've done colder than this. If you watch, again, a past video, I got down to -7 one trip. Just right over there at Sugar Maple at 44 North. So anyway, I'm going to get to dinner. But yeah, winter camping, not really that big of a deal. It's actually a really good time. So we may see you again tonight when I go over there to the ice fishing shanty. Might give you a quick update what I got going on over there. If not, I'll see you in the morning. All right, everyone. 1 a.m. going to bed update here in the ice fishing shanty. Wow, really lost my train of thought there. Did not forget my chair this time, so I am all set. Apologies for the bad audio. That's what I wanted to say. Left my microphone out by my camping chair, and I'm not gonna unbundle myself to go out there and get it. So you all know the setup. I got, my lantern is in here, my ice fishing shanty, my Mr. Buddy heater down there with the stovetop fan on top of that. New stovetop fan from Temu. There goes my voice again. Yeah, my old fan, I could have fixed it, but I got impatient and ended up bending the motor shaft on it, so I had to throw that one away. Got a new one. Now I know how they work and how they come apart and how they go back together if anything ever goes loose on it again. But anyway, it's nice and toasty in here. I didn't bring the thermometer with me. That's another thing I forgot. Also not really overly concerned with having a carbon monoxide detector in here anymore because this heater works so well. I keep both windows on both sides half open. So there's plenty of oxygen coming in here all night long. Wouldn't close these windows without a carbon monoxide detector. Probably wouldn't close the windows at all. That just sounds like a really horrible idea, even though these heaters are supposed to be indoor safe. So anyway, windows are open halfway, both sides. No danger. Just going to turn a movie on or something, or a documentary, and try and get some shut-eye. I should have enough propane to last me through the night. If not, I'm bundled up enough and my sleeping bag's rated down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's not going to be great at 20 degrees, but it's not going to get that cold anyway. It's the coldest it's going to get. So anyway, we will see you in the morning. Good morning, everyone, or I should say almost good afternoon. It is 11:30 a.m. here at Margaret's Pond. I did briefly wake up around 7 this morning. Was awake for a few hours, played on my phone, but then I fell back asleep for another couple hours and woke up about a half hour ago. But we got some snow overnight, and it's still kind of falling. I don't know if the camera's picking up the little flurries or anything. And it looks like Matt drove past on his UTV. From the looks of it and the way it's snowing, I'm going to say probably maybe an hour and a half ago. So he knows I'm here. Haven't seen him, haven't talked to him, but he knows I know my way around. So my footprints in the snow from walking up here to start this part of the video. And like I said last night, they said 1.7 inches total. And I just got done sweeping off the car because I'm going to run into town really quick and grab a hot cup of coffee. And it was definitely a little bit over 2 inches, I would guess, is what our total snowfall is going to be right now. Everything's kind of wet. Still got the condensation issue with the propane heater in the tent, especially when it's snowing, and it's kind of a mix too. It's a real wet snow, so yeah, everything's kind of damp, but I'm warm. I'm making it. Everything's fine. I think when I run into town too, I'm going to grab a dry bundle of firewood to get everything started, as fire pit's definitely wet and out from last night. What I got left of the firewood is all snow covered. My chair's pretty snow covered. Probably should have covered that up. That bag's waterproof, no big deal. Laid a tarp over all of my stuff. That's all dry and okay under there. No wind, not a storm. Just some snow. So there goes my voice again. I was disappointed I didn't have any. You know, when I booked this trip, I was just like, oh man, no snow. But here we are. It didn't let me down. But other than that, like I said, I'm just warming up the car. Gonna take it into town. Like, grab a hot bite to eat and a hot cup of coffee. I do have coffee fixins and stuff with me, but don't feel like trying to tear that all out and do that in the snow. Just don't feel like it. I could, but I don't have to, so I'm not gonna. Update on the Weber grill. Something came out of it last night. I think it was a mouse, but I didn't realize mice could jump that high to get into it, because it dropped down, saw me, and jumped right back up. It was kind of dark. You know, I only had my lantern going, but yeah, so that's the update on that. Still don't know what's living in that thing for sure, but we definitely know there's something. So other than that, stick around. We'll be back in a few hours when I hopefully get a little bit more of my voice back and continue on with our weekend of camping. Got about 9 or so beers to kill once the night sets in, but first things first, let's go get some food in this belly. Stick around. All right, everyone, time for the 12:30 update. It's only been about an hour since my last little clip, but ran into town. I shouldn't say into town. Ran over to the BP gas station that's pretty close. Got my hot cup of coffee there. Grabbed a little breakfast sandwich. And, of course, a bundle of dry firewood to get this fire started. And then I can, once I got a fire going, I'll get the rest of that firewood over there to burn. Not sure if I'm going to do any drinking today. Everything is wet, so not that I don't want to drink and have a good time, because that's what I do when I'm camping, hence the beer mug in my logo. But I also don't want to load up a bunch of wet, soggy gear with a hangover in the morning. And I also think I'm pushing my propane level a little far, so it might be a cold morning too. I think I've got enough to get me through another night, but not entirely sure. Do have a Milwaukee Wave game tomorrow that I was going to try and make, but that is definitely not going to happen anymore, because I will be spending Sunday drying out gear. Everything's wet. My shoes are wet because I left them under a drip in the tent while I slept. So, but it's not too cold. It's only 32 degrees. So, staying pretty warm. But yeah, other than that, I'm just gonna, I don't know, maybe I'll go chill in the ice fishing shanty for a little bit. It's not snowing hard, but it's also, again, since it's only 32 degrees, it's a really wet snow. Or I might just chill in the car, watch a movie, do something like that, kill the afternoon. Snow's supposed to be done here in about 2 hours. Well, at 3 o'clock, it's a 30% chance, so, but I don't know if the camera is picking it up at all, but it's a real light flurry, nothing overly, catastrophic. Definitely more than the 1.7 inches that the weatherman said, but hey, if you've watched my videos, weathermen are never right. I went into the wrong line of work. There's a job out there where you can just be wrong all the time and never get fired. Anyway, we'll check back in with you later with another update, so stick around. Welcome back. Here we are again. It is 20 minutes after 3, Saturday afternoon. We are looking at 33 degrees. According to the weatherman, the snow is done. I see a couple flakes falling here or there, but I think it is pretty much passed. Looking around at the ground, they were probably closer on the 1.7. I'd say it's a little over 2. Probably would have been deeper if it wasn't a rain-snow mix like it was, but this is really wet stuff. Got a fire going. Really glad I picked up that bundle at the gas station, even though it was ridiculously overpriced. It was $9.99 for a little bundle of wood. And with my style of campfire, it was more like a little package of kindling. But the plan is working. That got me a bed of coals hot enough to where I can, burn all the wet, snow-covered wood that Matt left for me. Oh, that was cold. All right, I'm sitting right under a tree, and I'm going to get dripped on. Like I said earlier, everything is wet, so I had to go ahead and rip open a new tarp and put that on my chair. So I'll be sitting on a tarp tonight. But hey, this is why I do this. This is why I take these adventures, and, it's why I put myself through this, just to prove that I can, and I still can. Yeah, call it a midlife crisis, call it what you will, but I really enjoy winter camping. It can be better, like don't forget your winter boots, don't forget a winter coat. The double hoodie has worked fine. Actually had to turn the heater off for a little while this morning. I woke up and I was sweating. So that little buddy heater in that little tiny ice fishing shanty works quite well. So update on the decision if I was going to drink or not today, and here's your answer. First sip of beer mosa down. I got 9 more of those. I didn't pick up any more beer at the gas station, but considering I only drank 6 of them last night, I am starting a little bit earlier, a couple hours earlier, but I think 9 tall boy 16-ounce cans will, bottles, same size though. I think that'll do me just fine. Got a half a bottle of orange juice, so it'll be mostly beer mosas going through today, at least into the night. But here we are, campfire's going, first beer's cracked. Gonna turn my tunes on here in a minute. Maybe not tunes, maybe I'll watch another documentary. It's kind of become something I do when I'm camping. And again, a lot of people will say, well, that's not camping if you have phone service. What else do you expect me to do when I'm out here alone? I got to pass the time somehow. So yeah, a Netflix movie or a documentary on YouTube, or any one of the other hundreds of streaming services that I pay a monthly fee for. I watched a few episodes of Red Dwarf last night while I ate dinner. So, but anyway, I'm going to get to it. Matt is going to be stopping by here with my bottle of syrup that I'm going to buy. Plus, I got to give him some cash for the firewood. But other than that, it's going to be good to see him. I haven't seen him in a while, and was starting to get a little worried when he wasn't returning my messages. But maybe that's just a Hipcamp hiccup, or maybe he just knows that I know my way around and I do these solo trips to be alone. So maybe he's, I don't know. But anyway, he'll stop by later on, I'm sure. And, well, I'll check back in with you later. Stay tuned. All right, everyone, continuing on with Saturday night. I just opened up beer number 4. Just got done watching The Godfathers of Hardcore on YouTube, which is a documentary about the band Agnostic Front, more particularly Roger Margaret and Vinny Stigma, the 2 longest running members of the band. Vinny's been there the whole time. Roger's been there most of the time. But even if you're not into hardcore, which chances are you're not, give it a watch, because it's interesting to see, a different lifestyle, if you will. Let's get this to flip back over. We're at 31 degrees here at 5:07 p.m. Quick update. My old pair of Vans are done. I would like to blame alcohol, but I was sober. I warmed up my feet a little too long by the fire, and now the sole of my left shoe is separating from the rest of the shoe. So we'll see how we'll see how tonight goes. Not tomorrow, but see how tonight goes, because obviously I'm going to warm them up several times over. It may separate completely, and I may be sitting out here in my Adidas clogs in January. We'll find out. Who knows? It's an adventure. Let's see where life takes us. I did promise to show this to you today. I forgot to do it when it was light out, so I just took it down and showed it to you. So here's the light bulb that I showed you last night. Really basic, USB into a power bank, little tiny light bulb. It was a nice ambient light. Again, off of Temu, I think right around $2 I paid for this. And I know a lot of people are anti-Temu because they think it's a scam, or they think it's a ripoff, or they think the stuff is cheap. But I mean, like, literally $2. And this is the closest thing I've gotten to a ripoff, because when I ordered it, there was supposed to be an inline switch in the cord, and I think the cord was supposed to be a little longer too. This is maybe 3 feet. So I thought it was a 4 to 5 foot cord. I'd have to go back and look, but there was a switch somewhere in the cord too. And obviously when I got it, there's no switch, because I just thought it'd be really neat to just hang in my tent, plug a power bank into it, and use the switch. Going in and out of my tent, summer, winter, whatever. But I mean, $2. Can I really be mad that my $2 item didn't come with a switch? No, I can't. Can't at all. And a blast from the past, which I still use to this day. I bought this as a joke. I honestly did. Again, this was another Temu purchase. $3. The crank bellows, you've seen it in a past video. It's still going strong. It got this fire going. It got last night's fire going. No getting down on my knees and blowing into the fire. The only thing I would change about this is I am going to look into getting some type of extension, just because I'm lazy and I don't want to get up from my chair to get closer to the fire. So if I can get, because this just pops right off, if I can get, 2 2-foot piece on there so I can just sit in my chair and give it a whirl to get the fire going. That would be better. Actually thinking in my brain too, like how much, like, can I modify like an aquarium air pump or something small, because it doesn't have to be great. This thing doesn't like blow hard, but it gives oxygen to the fire, and it works. Like, I have gotten my $3 out of this 10 times over at this point. I would spend $3 a camping trip, and it could break every single camping trip, and I would buy another one. But this has got to be about a dozen camping trips I've had this on now. And it's, I don't want to say my most valuable, but really my most convenient piece of camping gear that I got off of Temu for $3. But yeah, that's where we're at now. Again, just chilling by the fire. I would turn the phone and show you the fire, but I have my lantern down below just dangling off my tripod, giving light to this whole situation. So I won't do that, or maybe I will. Let's give it a try. I can fix that light. Fire's still going, looking good. My plan was flawless. Well, that lighting's almost better. Should have done that first. Well, yeah, got the dry bundle of firewood, way overpriced firewood, which, by the way, apparently was shipped from Michigan. How ridiculous is that? That's a reason to hate corporations. You got a gas station in the sticks in Wisconsin, and you're selling bundles of firewood. But because you're a corporate entity, being BP, you got firewood from Michigan? We're surrounded by trees in this area. Couldn't find a local vendor, but not going to blame the BP gas station because, well, they just work there and they're at the hands of corporate. Corporate always ruins everything. Anyone that has a job knows that corporate don't know what the hell they're talking about. Yeah, this is a perfect example. I paid $9.99 for a bundle of firewood that was literally shipped over from Michigan when I'm surrounded by trees. And I understand I could have drove around and looked. There's a lot of, local people that are just selling firewood. But, I mean, I already get a killer deal from Matt here at 44 North when it comes to firewood, so having to spring $9.99 for a little bundle just to get the fire going, I guess it's a wash. But yeah. So just gonna continue on with the beers I'm drinking. I'm starting to catch a buzz. I'd like to blame alcohol for me melting my shoe, but no, I was stone cold sober when I did that. Still curious what's living in this grill over here. Something hopped out of it last night. Took one look at me and turned around and hopped right back in. I want to say mice, but I didn't know that mice could jump 2 feet. Something I'm going to Google probably after this video. Probably something I'm going to Google after this video just to see how high mice can jump. Because, something fell out of that grill, took one look at me, and jumped right back in it. And that's a hell of a vertical leap for such a small animal. Maybe it's a bird, I don't know. Wasn't lit that great. Haven't heard anything out of it all day. And, we'll see. We got another night ahead of us. It's only 5:07. Well, it's probably 5:09 now, but whatever. So, stick around. We'll be back with you. Welcome back. We're going to do a 648 update here at Margaret's Pond at 44 North. Kind of buzzed now. Yeah, I think I'm on beer 6, maybe beer 7. I'd have to lift my tarp behind me and count the beers I got left, but got a pretty good buzz going. The main reason for this update is I want to complain about weathermen or weather people meteorologists in general. How hard is your job? Why did you even go to college if you were going to get a job based completely on guesses and based completely on you being wrong all of the time? All of the time. And I'm only speaking by personal camping experience, but as you see here, let's go ahead and show it again. You'll see it's 31 degrees. You'll see there's just a cloud. There's no snow in the forecast. There's no snow again in the forecast until Tuesday. This is Saturday night. I am redoing this part of the segment, so I'm not going to show you the radar because it doesn't come through between my phone and the camera. Just it's a white blank screen. But anyway, take my word for it. The radar says there's nothing going on right now. Well, let me go ahead and turn this on really quick. You'll see it is clearly snowing. It's just a flurry. My voice is going again. It's just enough to make you damp, but it is in fact still precipitating on my on my good time. Like, this was supposed to be over at 3. It is now 6:50, 10 minutes to 7, and there's still flurries going on. Like, how tough is it? You went to college to be wrong all the time? Where do I sign up? Like, I don't even need to go to college. I'm pretty sure a lot of you make like 6 digits a 6 digits a year to just be wrong. Like, damn, that must suck. How do you get out of bed every day knowing, hey, I'm going to work, gonna be wrong again. Hey, I'm going to work, gonna tell a bunch of people to put a winter coat on, but it might be 72 degrees. Who knows? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's 2024. We should be way better at, like, a weather app on my smartphone saying right where I'm at. Oh, wait, let me change it. It says I'm in Bowler. You know, it goes off but let's actually, like, Wittenberg is just down the road. Yep, same shit. Same shit. Wittenberg. It's 4 minutes down the road for me. I'm in between Tigerton and Wittenberg. And it says no snow, no precipitation. Again, until Tuesday. Right there. But you see it. You can see it falling right now. It's just disturbing and frustrating sometimes. I bring a small car, you know, the little Honda Fit, and, you know, maybe I should have brought my shelter, you know. Maybe I should have, but why? Why? I was looking at 2 hours worth of snow, thought it would be over. But now here I am, you know, 5 hours after it was supposed to be over with. It hasn't been in the forecast for 5 hours, but it's still happening right now. Well, anyway, let me get off that subject before I go into a rant. Maybe I should have made a separate video about how much meteorologists suck. I did change to my clogs, so January 6th, and I'm sitting out here in summer shoes, but yeah, my van's just got a little too wet, and I've trampled down the area over there where I go pee. I've trampled down the snow between me and the car and me and the ice fishing shanty that's back over yonder, so I can pull off the clogs. I just got tired of wet socks, and the clogs being just one piece of rubber or plastic or whatever material they're made out of, they're not going to fall apart if I get them a little too warm next to the fire, so they'll just misshape themselves a little bit. Whatever, they were cheap, I'll buy another pair. But anyway, done ranting for the evening. there's my rant. Weathermen, you suck at your jobs. You wake up every day to go into your job where you're just going to be wrong and you're going to suck at it and you're never going to predict a damn thing correctly. So deal with that. Anyway, I'm going to get back to my ice cold beer mimosas. I guess that turned into the theme of the weekend. I bought an orange juice bottle big enough to where every single beer I've had this weekend has been a beer mimosa. I may have to drink the last one without orange juice, but still got like a third of a bottle of orange juice, 4 or 5 beers left. Who knows? But thanks for sticking around this far. We'll see you soon. Hey everyone. We'll consider this the 9 o'clock update, but it is only 8:51 Saturday night. We'll pull up the weather here really quick. Let's get to a town that's closer to us. That's not closer to us at all. There it is, Wittenberg, Washington, a few miles down the road. 30 degrees. And as you see in there is no snow at all. And I have a different headlamp on this time, but as you see, the snow is still falling. Is there a such thing as pond effect? I mean, I am right next to a pond here at Margaret's Pond at 44 North. So I don't know. Like, I haven't thought really to walk over there and see if it's snowing on the other side of the property away from the pond, but I'm also wearing clogs and I'm not walking anywhere that's not already trampled down by my shoes earlier. Yeah, still got a fire going, down to 3 logs. Got 2 beers left. Right now, I decided to make this segment because I am running into battery trouble. Not really battery trouble, cord trouble. With everything that needs to use micro USBs. Apparently, I don't have 2 devices. I have 3 devices with me. I have 2 vape mods with me. One doesn't work really well in the cold, so I have to use that one for charging batteries. And fortunately, that one is micro USB, and the one that works good in the cold is C cable, which wouldn't be a problem, but damn addiction. So, yep, right now I'm waiting for a speaker to charge really quick before I can turn my music back on. So I went, let's do a 9 o'clock update. So that's where we're at. Fire's still going. Got 3 logs left, 2 beers left. I think, yep, 2 beers left, and then I'll eat dinner and crawl into the old ice fishing shanty and call it a night. We may see you again tonight. We may not. If not, we'll see you in the morning. Welcome back, all. Well, it's the virtual end of another camping trip. It is 12:03 a.m. Saturday night or Sunday morning, depending on how you look at midnight. But I've eaten dinner. I got 1 stray beer that I'm going to take home with me. Couldn't get through all 9. Could just get through 8. Slamming down my Pedialyte before bed. Plus I got my jug of water in the ice fishing shanty already. Fire is about done. Not a whole lot left there. That'll all be gone by the time I get up in the morning. But, gotta say, for the few mistakes I made, it was successful. Like, I did not fail. Lost music for 10 minutes twice this evening. I don't know why I lost it a second time. The power banks are weird. Like, if the battery doesn't need juice, it doesn't take juice, so the power bank doesn't turn on. I don't know. But yeah, we will definitely make sure to not forget the micro USB cables next time around. 3 devices, 2 cables, all need to be charging at the same time. It was a interesting dance. Well, that's about it. I'm going to wrap this up, head on into the ice fishing shanty, and turn something on the old phone. This thing, because my old phone's my camera. But, who knows? Maybe I'll watch a dumb movie. Maybe I'll watch a documentary. I won't be awake long. But, anyway, we'll give you a quick wrap up when I'm done in the morning. Thanks for watching this far. There's only a few minutes left. Stick around. 12:22 in the ice fishing shanty. Everything in here is pretty wet. All the walls are dripping. I could try and get a close up, but I don't think I have the lighting to pull that off. Maybe if I do the headlamp. You could see, it's wet. So I think that's going to be half the buddy heater with the propane heat giving off moisture, and half this thing just leaks. I don't think it's meant for waterproof rain. It's an ice fishing shanty. It's just supposed to be out in the snow, and today's rain snow mix was probably too much for it. It looks like it's soaking through pretty bad just about everywhere. But going home tomorrow and dry everything out. See you in the morning. Well, a good Sunday morning to everybody out there. Voice is still a little shot. Hopefully that'll be all taken care of by tomorrow. But it is 9:30 a.m., currently 32 degrees. It is time to pack up and head home. Eventually it did stop raining in my ice fishing shanty. That's just not intended for wet snow or rain. I've had it out in the snow, but the dry snow, you can just knock it off and it falls to the ground. But the wet stuff, it just leaks right through. But I don't have much to say because, well, the weekend is over. It was another pleasant stay here at 44 North. Once I get packed up, I'll go see Matt and pick up my bottle of syrup. He didn't make it by last night. And hopefully his chickens, plural, has laid some eggs, because I'd like to take a dozen or 2 eggs home with me. But yeah, just time to wrap it up. Peace and quiet, not a sound to be heard. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. And we will see you on the next adventure.